The downfall of Gareth Bale. What happened to the Welsh star? It's the 2010 Champions League group stage, and Tottenham are traveling to the holders Inter Milan. The stage is set for Gareth Bale, who had already been in explosive goal-scoring form in the Premier League, despite starting at left-back. In this game, however, Bale was deployed as a left-sided midfielder. The Welshman's blistering pace was too much for the Brazilian right-back, Maicon, and the game ended with Tottenham's number 3 taking home the match ball. So, the taxi for Maicon meme was born. Since then, Bale has established himself as one of the best to ever play the game at Real Madrid. However, an early retirement at the age of 33 has called this statement into question. So, where did it all go wrong for Gareth Bale? In this video, we explore the left winger's rise, his downfall, and subsequent early retirement. Be sure to like the video, press the subscribe button, and ring the notification bell for more football content. At the start of the 2013-2014 season, Bale flew to Madrid after Tottenham Hotspur confirmed that they had reached an agreement with Real Madrid for his transfer. The transfer fee was reportedly £85.3 million, with the Welshman completing his medical and signing on a 6-year deal with the Spanish club. Bale joined forces with his idol, Cristiano Ronaldo, who previously became the most expensive player in the world when he moved to Real Madrid from Manchester United for £80 million in 2009. When unveiled to the Real Madrid fans, Bale spoke about the transfer being a dream come true. With a message in Spanish, he said, "Hello, it's a dream for me to play for Real Madrid. Thank you for the great welcome. Hala Madrid." Bale was coming off the back of sensational form at Tottenham, where he scored 26 goals and assisted his teammates 14 times in 44 games. Although the Tottenham chairman Daniel Levy sought to keep the player, they could not offer him Champions League football after finishing 5th in the league. Therefore, the club granted the player's request to leave after constant back and forth. During the 9 years he spent at the Bernabeu, Bale enjoyed an illustrious career. In his debut season in Spain, Bale proved his worth to the new club by scoring 22 goals and providing 19 assists. His most notable contribution was in the Champions League final, where he scored the decisive second goal in extra time to secure victory over Atletico Madrid. Bale continued his success at Real Madrid, winning 4 consecutive Champions League titles, a La Liga title, and a Spanish Cup in his first 5 seasons. He averaged an impressive 0.95 goals and assists per 90 minutes during this time, and won on average over 1 major trophy per season. Despite these accolades, it was far from plain sailing for the forward, who suffered abuse from fans and the media. After struggling for game time under manager Zinedine Zidane and expressing his desire to leave the club, Bale's reputation at Madrid took a hit. Reports of his preference for golf over training further fueled rumors, and he added fuel to that fire by picking up a Wales flag from the crowd that read Wales, Golf, Madrid, in that order, during a celebration with his teammates after securing qualification for Euro 2020. It earned him the nickname The Golfer from the Real Madrid faithful. He was even spotted playing a round of golf after claiming that he was too ill to travel with the Real squad. When he finally made it onto the training pitch, he was caught practicing his swing rather than participating in training drills. So the war between Real Madrid and Bale began. The player clearly felt disrespected. Supporters who sided with Bale were quick to make the point out the fact that the Welsh winger had a better record than Zidane. Others claimed that he didn't show enough commitment to the club or the culture, as it was reported that even after 9 years at the club, the player still couldn't speak Spanish. The situation seemed dire, and in the end, there came situations where either Bale refused to play or he was left out of the squad altogether. Many speculated the reasons why Bale had suddenly fallen out of favor. There were some suggestions that the winger may have lost his speed, sharpness, or ability to win games. However, this was quickly countered by his sustained performances for Wales at international level and a strong loan spell at his former club Tottenham. This only worsened his cause with fans and the media, who called him a parasite that was sucking the money out of the club and lamented his preference for international football as opposed to his club. But clearly Bale didn't care and stayed defiant in the face of criticism. After leading the Dragons to a 2-1 victory over Austria at the Stadium of Light for the World Cup qualifiers semi-final playoffs by scoring a brace, the Welshman came out after the game claiming that the Spanish press should be ashamed of themselves. He continued by saying, "It's disgusting and it's a waste of my time. I'm not fussed. End of." That wasn't the end. However, as he later took to social media to call out the Spanish sports newspaper Marca's treatment of him over the last few years as slanderous, derogatory, and speculative. This back and forth was not good for Bale or the club, and it soon became evident that the player was no longer welcome in Madrid. The winger subsequently left the club in May 2022 when his contract ended. In a classy manner, he expressed gratitude towards the club and President Florentino Perez in an open letter, focusing on his achievements and fulfillment of his dream to play and win titles with the club, rather than the criticisms he has faced from fans and the Spanish media in recent years. Just over a month later, Los Angeles FC announced that they were signing Bale to a one-year contract. He debuted as a substitute and came on the 72nd minute in a 2-1 win against Nashville SC on July 17th. He scored his first goal for the club just a week later, after coming on as a 65th-minute substitute in a 2-0 victory against Sporting Kansas City. Bale played in 12 games during the club's regular season, where he started in just 2 and was mostly unused as LAFC won the Supporters' Shield. He made his first playoff appearance in the MLS Cup as a substitute and scored the latest goal in MLS history in the 128th minute, tying the match at 3-3 and sending it to a penalty shootout. LAFC won the shootout, which resulted in their first MLS Cup title. That would be the last game he would play for the West Coast club before traveling to Qatar at the World Cup 2022 to represent Wales. After crashing out of the tournament in the group stages, Bale announced his retirement at the age of 33. Without explicitly mentioning the reason why, it was clear that injuries had been taking their toll on him in recent years and had affected his playing time. While his announcement was unexpected, given that he had previously stated his intention to continue playing, it was apparent that his body was showing signs of wear and tear, likely due to the fast, explosive speeds that he had been playing at. In a statement, the player said, "I feel incredibly fortunate to have realized my dream of playing the sport I love. It has truly given me some of the best moments of my life. The highest of highs over 17 seasons that will be impossible to replicate, no matter what the next chapter has in store for me." During Bale's club career, the player earned 18 trophies and averaged an average of 1 goal per 219 minutes. He also managed to bag 137 assists along the way. He is easily considered as one of the greatest Welsh and British players of all time. However, his agent Jonathan Barnett has sparked the debate as to whether Bale surpasses all others to become the greatest player in the history of British football. Speaking with TalkSport, he said, "He's proved everything. He's got a list of achievements that are quite amazing. I think he's the best player Britain has ever produced." This is interesting as Bale is definitely in and around the conversation. On the other hand, those with a longer memory will quickly point out that Bobby Moore, Sir Bobby Charlton, and George Best, amongst others, were definitely ahead of him. When solely considering Wales, many would argue that no one can surpass Ryan Giggs's achievements. Whatever you think, Bale's career has been nothing less than impressive. Gareth Bale introduced himself to the world at Tottenham and was later able to secure a dream move to Real Madrid. It was at the Bernabeu where he established himself amongst the world's best by breaking records, winning silverware, and leading Wales to the World Cup for the first time since 1958. Unfortunately, Bale's dream quickly turned into a nightmare when he lost the trust of his manager and fell out of favor with the media and the fans. Do you think this will tar his legacy at the club, or can he still be considered as one of the best in Real Madrid, Welsh, and British history? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.